What's up, you guys? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. Welcome back to the channel and this Apex Legends video. Today we got a brand new animated trailer featuring the story of exactly how Rampart got to be into the Apex games. And it features the return of none other than Cuban Blisk, the Apex Games Commissioner. And as always, there's a bunch of little details to pick out from the background. If you guys are excited for Season 6 of Apex Legends, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell, but otherwise we're going to get right into the details of this trailer. First, I want to set up the scene we're witnessing here. In the last few days on Twitter, we've been seeing these voice messages left on Rampart's phone all within the same day. And they set up the scene that we are actually witnessing right here. Among the voicemails from Rampart's customers, there's one from Bangalore, complimenting Rampart on the speed of her work and offering to bring by drinks at the end of the day, which is of course what we're witnessing right now. Then there's another very threatening message from an unidentified person, claiming someone has money riding on Rampart's next gauntlet match and that she should lose if she knows what's best for her. And then of course there's another voicemail message from somebody else who just saw Rampart win a gauntlet match and wants to buy her minigun. So clearly she did not take the fall that the person who was threatening her wanted to, and that will end up coming back to bite her later on in this trailer. Alright, with all that story setup out of the way, let's look at some of these fun details, like the drink they're consuming. It's actually Wit's whiskey. That's Mirage's whiskey right there, and you can even see on the bottom there's a little bamboozled pun. Booze, like alcohol, get it? Oh god, Mirage, you're so funny. The other thing that caught my eye is this weird hand thing that's over here. I can only presume that this is the trophy that Rampart won for completing the gauntlet that day. It looks like it's a Marvin hand with something welded onto it. Kind of gruesome for Pathfinder though. Next is an Apex Legends trailer tradition, and that's the trailer Nessie. In every single trailer, you will see one of these little guys hanging out somewhere, and this guy's hanging out on Rampart's workbench. He actually shows up several times throughout the trailer. It's pretty fun to see him from all the different angles. As we watch Rampart walk away towards her other workbench, we see some guns on the wall, and some of them you should recognize. There's a 301, there's a charge rifle, I'm pretty sure that's a Sentinel laying down on the bench, but you might not recognize that third gun. That actually looks to me like that's the Volt SMG, the brand new gun we're getting for Season 6. Here's a visual comparison right here from Titanfall 2. To me, that looks exactly like the same gun, and I'm pretty excited that we're getting a new SMG this season. But generally looking around Rampart's shop, I get this idea she's a rough and tumble genius. She's got all kinds of notes spread out everywhere and all kinds of fun looking guns, but can definitely handle herself in a fight. Now, the next thing I want to point out, I think is the most important thing in this entire trailer, is this scene right here. So many people think we're not going to Olympus for Season 6, but what are we looking at? This does not look like World's Edge. This does not look like King's Canyon or Solace. This looks like Olympus. The bright lights, the tall skyscraper-like buildings. This looks like the exact same kind of stuff that we saw in Loba's teaser trailer. So I fully believe we're still going to Olympus for Season 6. Either way, night falls and a gang of goons shows up to punish Rampart for refusing to throw her gauntlet match earlier in the day and losing them a bunch of money. I personally think we're going to be dealing with this gang and having to get them off Rampart's back as part of our season quest. But here in the next scene, we see some cool fun stuff. First off, that's the Season 4 Battle Pass Flatline skin. Rampart made that. But more importantly, in the background of this scene, I believe we're seeing the crafting benches that we'll actually use in-game. Because you see that little hexagon up there, that's exactly the same as the crafting symbol that they showed on the website. And I can see these two machine arms as being able to make a whole bunch of fun weapons and different parts for us in the game. Oh, I can't wait for that. Next, we get this badass fight scene, and I really appreciate this detail where despite how messy Rampart's shop appears to be, she's actually 100% prepared for this kind of situation and has some booby traps set up so she can get the advantage in a fight and uses that flatline with deadly precision. Now, She asks the blue girl, "Where's Big Sister?" And this shadowy figure appears in the doorway. I feel like this is going to be a big bad we're going to have to be facing. She's also wearing this very shiny mask, which reminded me of a scene from Loba's launch trailer, her stories from the Outlands. There's a moment where she's seen stealing a white mask from a safe, and while it doesn't look exactly the same as the one we just saw, it looks very similar, strikingly similar. And considering it's on the same planet, Olympus, I feel like Loba might have also had previous dealings with this Big Sister character. Now, she drops a robot from the ceiling, and I personally think that these are the kind of enemies we're going to have to be facing for our Season 6 quest. We're going to be moving to a different planet. We're going to be having different objectives. It would only make sense for us to see different enemies. To defeat the robot, Rampart makes awesome use of her abilities, a shield wall, which amps up your bullets as they go through it, and her awesome turret, putting those to great combination. And then Stealth Girl jumps out from behind her. Pretty interesting seeing some holographic stealth technology used by someone other than Mirage. And whaps Rampart behind the head. And then she wakes up and her shop is on fire. They burned down Rampart's shop. However, some secret angel jumps in at the last moment to save her, and it's Kuben Blisk, the Apex Games Commissioner. What's really interesting is this whole scene breaks out very similar to the ending of Titanfall 2. He actually whips out a card from his pocket in the same way and hands it to you, the pilot, giving you the same kind of kudos. And I love the connection they're drawing between this game and Titanfall 2. I still think we're going to Olympus. That big spaceship we saw in the trailer, totally not to go to Olympus. We never needed it to go to Olympus, and I think it's going somewhere else entirely. If you want to hear me break down where I think it's going, click the video you see on your screen right now. In the meantime, I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre, and I'm out.